What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Charlie Tuna live and direct here in Long Beach, right? As we travel around this planet, we want to welcome you to Fishing Trip. All right, today is a special day, man. Got some of my brethren, my old school brethren, my partners, my family, my kin, my blood, my whatever you want to call these people, because they are related to my career in a way that nobody else is. Understand me? And this particular person right here that we got today is one of the best DJs out there. Period. Part of a crew that is superior to everyone. Damn near. Big up to the beat Junkies. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna give it to my brother who is also the lead and producer and DJ for the Visionaries. Please welcome my brother, Mr. DJ Rhettmatic.
Why they gotta be old school?
Because we old, bruh. Come on now.
Yeah, but man, why you gotta be old?
Look.
Hey, look, hey. Black, don't crack.
Yeah,
Asian, don't
raisin. That's right. But yeah, man, so once again, like I said, man, it's one of the longest friends I've had in this whole career, you know what I'm saying? And that goes back a long way. But yeah, we asked 3 questions, man, and I just want to make sure that these questions get, answered in ways that are just different than everybody else's, simply because they're simple questions, but they're vast at the same time. So the first one is this. How did DJ Rhettmatic get his name?
How did DJ Rhettmatic get his name? Well, I'm glad you asked that, Charlie. So, us growing up in the hip-hop culture, you at least do 2 out of the 4 elements, so I was a graph writer too, pop rock, when I got into DJing, so I actually used my old graffiti name, Fix, P-H-I-X.
Okay.
So that was my first DJ name, right? But then, I grew up in Cerritos, California. So it's a suburb in LA. It's actually 15-20 minutes from Long Beach and stuff. So there's 3 people that locally that I was inspired besides all the heroes that we all listen to. So one of them was DJ Curse from my crew. He was kind of like my Qbert.
Oh, okay.
Right. A guy named DJ Arabian Night, who's now he was a KD mix master, but then eventually became a rapper known as Psycho from a group called Insane Poetry.
Oh, okay.
Right. And then another guy, which kind of I was named after, named Scratchmatic. So I mean, eventually he changed his name to DJ Antron, because he won a DJ battle in Radiotron and stuff like that. But his original name was Scratchmatic. So, and he was one of the top guy in where I live and stuff like that. So when his name changed to DJ Antron, Chris would always yo, Rhettmatic. I was like, don't call me that. I don't want to think I'm biting his name and stuff. And then I was like, what's a Rhettmatic? Because it sounded like a refrigerator brand name or something.
Right.
But it was just but for the most part, everybody, when everybody heard Chris calling me Rhettmatic, hey, Rhettmatic, and it just kind of stuck. So, I mean, he took my name, Rhett and Matic, and
put it together, huh?
Yeah. So that's how I got Rhettmatic.
Because his name is Nazareth, right?
So, let me rewind that.
Yes, sir.
This is for all you Filipinos out there. I'm a walking joy koi skit. All right. So I my birth name is Nazareth. My name is Rhett. Right. And I asked my parents, because when I growing up, I didn't like my name, because how kids are so brutal when they make fun of your names, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I mean, I didn't want. They don't call me Nazareth, right? So I go, why did you call me Nazareth? Well, we pray to God, if you give us a boy, we will name him Nazareth after your, Jesus said, we'll name him after your birthplace. I'm like, okay. Then why'd you call me Rhett? Because it's well, our favorite movie was Gone with the Wind, Rhett Butler. But
wow.
I go, but Nazareth and Rhett, they don't spell, well, it rhymes.
Okay.
Nazareth, Don't sound like, but to them it rhymes. It's
Right.
Filipino logic.
It just works.
I mean, and I used to hate my name too because it's like Red. Like everybody would mess up my name, like Red, Reg, Rec.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes I would say, just call me Rich.
Really? Wow, that's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah, but yeah, Nazareth is my birth name and Rhett is my,
So the Matic came from Scratchmatic.
Yes.
Him clowning, right?
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep. I always wanted to know that, man, because I was like, that's one of the most unique names in your crew. If not the most unique name in your crew.
Still sounds like a refrigerator brand name.
Ah, it's cold, man, to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you made it such a deadly thing, you know what I mean? Being who you are, that's what's up, you know? For sure.
But yeah, that's how I got Rhettmatic.
Okay, so the second question is this. Being that you are an immaculate DJ and have been for such a long time, what does music mean to you? Like, you can answer that any way you want, you know, whether it's like something that is extremely positive, even the negative side, whatever it is. What is music to you?
Music to me? Life. Can't live without it. I mean, I think all, from you to me to all our friends or brethren that have been doing this gives us life. It keeps us grounded. I mean, sure, hopefully you don't get hit by seagulls and stuff.
Dude, you couldn't pay for a shot like that. That's crazy.
But nah, I mean, and honestly, music saved, you know, same thing with hip hop. Music saved my life. Kept me here, honestly. Going through all the trials and tribulations of life, music has grounded me to this day. So music is life.
That's what's up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And it's your love of music made it easy for you to do your job, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes. Because anyone can tell you, you know, Charlie can tell you that, like, you know, there's the, you know, in terms of hip hop, there's the culture and then there's the music business. And this music business is not easy. It's not fate for the heart. It's like, you really got to love to do this because, I mean, shoot. I mean, we're still here. We're very lucky we're still here. I mean, but some of our associates might, you know, or people we might know, they might be making more money than we are or whatever. But the fact that we're still doing it is because, again, it's, you know, you got to love to do this.
Yes, sir. That's the truth. That's a testament, man, because you're right, man. There's a few of us who have started in this hip-hop game with us and have moved on to extremely greater things, extremely greater paydays. But it's one of those things where passion and the love for it keeps us doing what we do, you know what I'm saying? And I'm happy about that myself, because all of the dudes that I know who's still doing it, man, I love for it. That's what's up, you know?
Exactly.
All right, so third question. I think I'm gonna ask this of our next guest as well, because we all shared this tour together. Right. So legendary tour we used to call the Word of Mouth Tour. It was Jurassic 5, Dilated Peoples, the Beat Junkies, MC Supernatural, Visionaries was on one of them.
Breakestra.
Yeah, Breakestra was on one of them, man. Jonathan Moore, Wordsayers was on one of them. What's the breakdance dude name?
Easy Rock.
Easy Rock. Yeah. And this girl, Lindsay, was on one. I mean, it was just so many different things that happened. So this is the question for me. Give me, at the very least, one, if not two, of your favorite moments on that tour.
I gotta say, the Word of Mouth Tour, first of all, let me say the Word of Mouth Tour, to me, is the best tour I've ever been on. Wow. And it's crazy because if you really think about it, all the groups that you name, at the time they came, you know, like groups from LA with the exception of Nat, you know, but Nat, we consider Nat even LA, even though he's, you know, East Coast and stuff like that. It was like, it was like the golden age of independent hip hop for LA, especially West Coast, or LA I should say, because you got Jurassic, Dilated, and Junkies, right? 2 months on one tour bus. Right? I mean, the next one, obviously, there was some budget, there's 2 tour buses, but just the fact that we we went together, grinded out together. Even from if you really think of the groups in different parts of LA, and different generations, different demographics and stuff, and we went across the United States and make noise, like for 3 groups from LA. 3 groups from LA to make noise that was unprecedented.
Yes, sir.
So I'll say 2. So many things, but I'll say 2 things. One, of course, is I know Charlie would remember this because this is also on videotapes on the Beat Junkies private stash DVD. My notorious stage diving.
Oh.
Right?
Tell them about that, man. That's what's up.
So this is obviously the second Watermount tour and stuff, but I still remember. Shouts to Lalo and Francisco, who were our tour managers.
Yes, sir.
Right, so this is the time when like Shortcut and I were like roommates, right? And you know, we shared apartments. We lived right next door to Babu. It was crazy. We were in the same apartment complex and stuff. So we're going on tour, and it's like, Short, this is big. Oh, like that. We should do something crazy, dude. Oh, we're shit. Man, we should stage dive. What? Of course, I never staged anything like this, right?
Right.
So, and this happened in DC, right? And I was like, Short.
Was it at the 930 Club?
It's the one with, you know, when Soup got mad at Newmark.
Man, there was so many things that happened.
No,
man.
because you know when Newmark was like when like either the needle skip or something, and he got mad at Newmark, and then when you guys were doing the freestyle and he was on the beatbox and he started.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That's right. I forgot.
He was banging. I was like, oh word. Right? We're like, what the heck? What's going on?
We could do an interview on that alone.
Right.
Like,
That was but so that's that night, right?
Right.
So this has happened during Dilated set, right? And like Short and I were like, come on, let's do this. It's like, Short was kind of chicking out. It's like, man, come on. And he goes, I'll pay you $50 if he's like, give me the money. I was like, shit. And then he gave me, I was like, damn, I gotta do it.
Right.
So Francisco was telling me, all right, this is how you stage dive. You gotta run sideways and like this, right? I was like, oh, fuck, right? So so I took a swig of beer or whatever, and I'm pacing back and forth, right? And I'm gonna do it during Work the Angles. This is Work the Angles is at the time Dilated's biggest song and shit, right? So I'm pacing back and forth, and then the side stage, Francisco like, hey, that's the part you're gonna. Short's like, are you really gonna do it? It's like, fuck yeah, right? So the craziest thing was like, okay, so they're doing Work the Angles. And it's that last hook, right?
Uh-huh.
I work the angles. Besides, it's like, right? And then Francisco goes, right now, right there. So I start running out, right? You can hear both Raka and Ev going like, I work the angles, or precise, dilated, oh! And then you see Bab scratching, and you're like, ah! I stage dive. Everybody, I believe even you guys were going like, oh! Everybody went, oh! They come out like this, came back out there. I mean, so the DC show was the 2 big things.
Right.
Newmark getting mad, or Super Newmark, and then my stage dive, because everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you did that. And then ever since then, I was part of the Dilated show, just stage diving after it like that.
I remember that. Dude, I forgot all about that, man. That's crazy.
Right. So that, and the second one is when we went we performed in New York.
Right.
Of course, the first time we performed was when it was a CD. They closed down. Tramps.
Yeah, Tramps.
We were the last group to perform Tramps. But the big thing is when we went back again. It was at Irving Plaza.
Yes, sir.
That was a big show. And I would say, as Nat was also hosting and stuff, and it was chill. It was like he helped us there being co-signing, but I want to say that was the biggest co-sign for 3 LA crews to sell out Irving Plaza, because anybody that was in from the underground was there.
Yes, sir.
Arsonist was there, LP was there. I think Nonfiction was there. The Artifacts were there, and the fact that we sold out and turned it out, like everybody was like on their P's and Q's.
Yes, sir.
And I remember because after we all jumped on the tour bus, we were all like, dude, we just turned out New York.
Yeah, I remember
right,
that.
like for an LA group, right? It's almost like the same thing like Cube blowing up Apollo and shit like that. But underground, like, even though like Jurassic was on Interscope and Dilated was on Capitol, we still looked at us as
underground. Regardless. Yeah, for sure.
The fact that we sold it out and turned it out and stuff like that, I think for all of us on that tour, that was a special thing, that we made a mark in New York. Because at the time, if you made it in New York, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, that's real.
So
especially in rap.
Right. So that's, I can say. I mean, there's so many.
Was that the night that Jam Master J died? Was that night?
No.
Okay, because it was another time at Irving Plaza with us.
Right.
And I had never met Kool Herc before.
Right.
And man, it's crazy, man. Dove from De La Soul, man.
Right.
Dave, he, rest in peace, he came with Herc, and I was hyped. I'm like, oh man, I get to meet Herc. And Herc was like, yo, young blood, let me tell you something, man. Something bad happened today. I was like, what? And he was like, Jam Master J died. And I was like, wow. I got that told to me by Herc. That was some other stuff. But anyway.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's just like we're in the birthplace of hip hop.
Exactly.
And that the fact that we were able to rock it and got cosigns and stuff. So that for us, like being from, even though you from Chicago, but you came from, I mean, we were like, we looked at ourselves as underdogs.
Sure.
And that was like the biggest cosign. I don't know if anyone could say that.
Yeah, not in, especially in our time. Not in our time.
Not
for
our
sure,
time.
Man. It's crazy because nowadays, like, the whole next generation of kids are here and they're doing their thing too, and it's cool to see.
Right.
Especially with the advent of all of this internet and the cell phones and everything.
What internet? We only had was like, I think that at the time we had 2 ways. That's
right.
It.
That's it, man. Text messages and then the Nextels came out. Remember the Nextel? But I mean, as far as like iPhones and being able to tap straight in, these guys got it good, man. So
yeah,
it is what it is.
But I mean, I think we were very lucky to experience a lot of things, because our generation too, we were in between. Like, we were not old school, and we were kind of like new school, but we were in between. I looked at it like that,
and romanticize the boom bap of it all. So we kind of like, especially with Jurassic, we was pulling from the old,
right,
trying to deliver it to the new. And I think that was all of our jobs. We was all like, big fans of everything that came before us.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying?
So I can say are very special and shit, like, or funny. And the other one was special. I mean, there's so many. The Word of Mouth is like the most, very, like I can say is the most special. I mean, yeah, you're right. We can do a whole
interview. Yeah. Matter of fact, we're gonna do a part 2 with Rhettmatic, all right? And I'm gonna get some other cats that was on the tour, and we're gonna sit down and we're gonna talk about all of this stuff. That's coming soon on Fishing Trip. But thank you, Rhett, for having me, man. Or thank me for having you. How do you say that? Let's flip it around. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for having me.
I appreciate it.
Because you know why? What you say that, boy? or stupid loops.
Dude, you pulling out oldness. See, that's what I'm talking about. And I love this, brother, ladies and gentlemen. So, Rhett, man, do me a favor before we go, man. Give everybody your social so they can come check you out.
Yo, you can follow me, RHETTMETIC, on Instagram, Twitter, Threads, mostly Instagram. So, yeah.
That's what's up, man. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the illustrious Beat Junkies, give it up for my brother, Mr. DJ Rhettmatic. My name is Charlie Tuna. This is Tuna TV Fishing Trip. Yes, sir.